Greetings. Yo, the Black Light. And I'm just sitting up here thinking of our master's plan. Now, on this video here, I'm going to still talk about doing the will of the Most High. In the case of the Christians, Jesus was talking about in a prayer, he was saying, "Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." So Jesus was praying to his Father. The Christians pray to Jesus. And so Jesus was telling them, you can see it all throughout the Bible, the New Testament. Jesus said, I pray to the Father. He said, he told this one guy, he said, why callest me good? There's none good but the Father. And but the people insist on praying to Jesus because Jesus say, I am the way to the Father. Well, that's just like saying the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is the way to Master Farad Muhammad in the person Allah in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. Because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, I'm just a messenger. In essence, that's what Jesus was saying. I'm just the messenger to the Most High, our Father. I'm just doing His will. Because the Romans and the fake Jews or the Pharisees was controlling the people. The people were bowing down to the will of the Romans and the will of their Pharisees. The Pharisees nowadays would be these preachers and ministers of the Catholic Church in Rome. They got different denominations, but they still do the will of the Roman Empire, which the Jews merged in with and took it over. The Jews are very tricky. They are the masters of technology. That's why Jesus said, you do the works of your father, who is the devil and a liar. Y'all know where he said that at. But yet still the black Christians, when it comes down to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, they shy away. They can't relate the two together and understanding that they're talking about the black man in today's modern times, and that they waiting on Jesus to come back, but he came back as the Mahdi in the Allah in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. They couldn't recognize it. You see what I'm saying? They still can't recognize it. That's why they run around in circles like chickens with their head cut off. And he was telling the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to separate before it's too late. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, at one point he told us to separate, try to go back to brothers and sisters who think like we do and have a culture like what we trying to get. But then he said, well, that might be out the window, but you can go over there, you know. But now we don't know where that spot is at because the righteous, supposed to be righteous world of Islam over there, the devil done worked this way in and broke them all up, and we don't know where that spot is at, you know. So then the Honorable Elijah Muhammad started separating uh, mentally and physically. In other words, he said, well, if we be righteous, that's a start, and then we'll physically separate ourselves. The Caucasian give us a state, but the Caucasian don't want to give us no state. So what must we do now? So he started building up financially and getting a separate economy and buying up the city of Chicago, buying up farmland, buying up, doing business with foreign countries, you know. And so one of his last projects was a black hospital, because he said, you know, like, if I have to go to them to get some medical treatment, then, you know, I got a little hope, you know, for them trying to save my life. So, and that goes for the rest of the brothers and sisters. Now look what's happening now with the farmland. You got Monsanto's with that terminator seed, killing up the seeds of God, and genetically modified food is coming at us. And the black man ain't got no farms hardly. He don't have no means to transport food from other countries. He don't have a supermarket of his own, and he don't have a hospital of his own. So when he gets sick, he got to go to the Caucasian, and the Caucasian steal organ parts, you know, and give it to the rich and the famous, because they got the loot, and then they also steal your blood because that melanin is in it, and they manufacture melanin pills so that sun won't eat them up. So that tells all this should tell the black Christian that the Antichrist is Caucasian, because he's not natural to what is natural. And so, in the meantime, in the Nation of Islam, Satan done penetrated. So I ask myself now, at this point, about Job, I don't know why it came to my mind, but Job and Jesus was tested. Allah allowed the devil to test Job in the Old Testament, and all of his fortunes and whatever, his fame, was took from Job to see if he'll be loyal to his father. And then you got the story of the prodigal son. But the prodigal son came back to his father. Then you got the story of Jesus, who was tested by Satan. Jesus didn't break down. Job didn't break down, but the prodigal son broke down. So God, Allah, Master Farad Muhammad, is cleaning house, getting rid of the weak ones, and putting some fresh new blood in the vessel. So we got, right at this time, we got the cleaning out of the temple. Just like Jesus whooped money changers out of his God's house. So we seeing now who gonna be the most righteous, because they got to qualify in the Supreme Wisdom Lesson Book. You got to qualify, to go back into the house, into the righteous house of Allah. And when that happens, we will automatically have unity in our black community. And those who trying to be righteous will have immunity. And those that are not righteous will be on the outside looking in, trying to get in but can't. This is Black Light.